Russian troops have launched an attack on Ukraine's Zaporizhzhia region, flying a U.S. flag. The invaders attached the U.S. flag to their M113 armored personnel carrier during an assault on Ukrainian positions in southeastern Zaporizhzhia direction, former advisor to the mayor of Mariupol, Andriashenko, reported Monday. The military vehicle with the U.S. flag was spotted heading toward Malotokmachka village in the region. Video circulated in Russian social media platforms shows the armored personnel carrier advance with both Russian and U.S. flags attached on it. The move comes after the warm welcome Russian President Vladimir Putin received during his visit to U.S. state of Alaska on Friday. U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian leader Vladimir Putin had a closed-door meeting in Anchorage, Alaska, to discuss ending the war in Ukraine. The summit was held without Zelensky's participation.
Ukraine will not stop drone attacks on military targets in Russia until Moscow agrees to peace. Sky News reports, citing Brigadier General Yuri Shkigol, who is responsible for drone operations at the main intelligence directorate of the Ukrainian Defense Ministry. Shkigol has led several destructive operations for Russia, causing billions of dollars in damage to the Russian military economy, and gradually, the potential of Ukraine's long-range drones is growing. Sky News notes, the operations will continue if Russia refuses a fair peace and remains on the territory of Ukraine. At first, we had several drones per month capable of hitting targets at a distance of 100 to 250 kilometers. Today, we have drones capable of flying at a distance of 3,000 to 4,000 kilometers, and this is not the limit. It is limited only by fuel supply, which can be increased, Shkigol noted. One of the main focuses of Ukrainian efforts in these operations is attacks on Russian oil refineries. They provide the Russian army with fuel and the Russian budget with money for weapons and cannon fodder. If the refinery is completely destroyed, it will be one of the largest operations carried out so far, said Brigadier General Shkigol. According to him, Ukraine is constantly increasing its potential for drone attacks. This does not bring me pleasure. War can never be a source of pleasure. Each of us has tasks that we could accomplish in peacetime, but this war, long-range strikes against the Russian Federation, does not bring pleasure. However, it benefits the state and harms our enemy, the general added. As reported in recent weeks, Ukraine has noticeably stepped up drone attacks on Russian territory. Thus, on the night of August the 15th, Ukrainian drone operators hit the Syzran oil refinery in the Samara region, one of the largest in Russia. It is noted that the Syzran oil refinery in the Samara region of the Russian Federation, which is one of the largest in the Rosneft system, was damaged. It produces a wide range of fuels, including aviation kerosene, participates in the supply of the Russian armed forces. The target was hit. Fire and explosions were recorded, the General Staff reported. As Western media previously reported, Russian President Vladimir Putin demanded that the Ukrainian armed forces withdraw from Donbass in order to reach a peace agreement. Kiev disagrees. At the beginning of the week, it became known that the Russian army had made an almost record breakthrough, advancing 10 kilometers into the Donetsk region. The Ukrainian General Staff claims that the situation has been stabilized. Geography helps Kramatorsk and Slavyansk remain islands of civilization in the military. Half-destroyed Donbass, according to Current Time TV. It is noted that Kramatorsk and Slavyansk are called critically important for the Ukrainian line of defense. These cities are called the last line of the so-called belt of fortresses of the Ukrainian armed forces in Donbass. This is not only about the classic line with trenches or anti-tank ditches. These two cities are located near a ridge of heights, from where everything around is visible. In addition, there are many water barriers here, rivers, lakes, which hinder the assault and help the defense. What will happen next with these cities is literally up in the air. Local residents express different views on their political views, but it is difficult to find a person who does not follow the negotiations. Nothing. They won't come to an agreement. That Putin is a scumbag, a scumbag. How much does he need? Lord! He raises everything to the ground. For them, nothing is sacred. They are trying to persuade us that we should go somewhere or move. I think they will give us up. We are in a hopeless situation now. I will leave. I will leave in any case. But I don't want to live under the Russian flag. I know that there will be a desert here. This is complete insanity. It's the same as if I came to you. I liked your apartment, came out. That's right. This is idiocy in the 21st century. Now if they say, let's say, the war is ending, but Kramatorsk is Russian. There is peace here. But the Russian flag. I don't even know how to tell you, but I hope there is no war. The war is already here for everyone. I will stay in any case, whether it is Russia or Ukraine, because this is my city. I was born here. I studied here. Many are hoping that, what if, maybe, he will come to an agreement. Maybe he will bypass us. I think that the majority of the population, with all due respect to the situation, everyone just wants to stop it as it is. Just stop it.
A video recording provided by the 25th Separate Airborne Brigade shows Russian occupiers camouflaging themselves with civilian clothes and attempting to attack Ukrainian fighters in Pokrovsk. This was reported by The Telegraph. As the publication reports, residents of Pokrovsk are helping Ukrainian troops identify Russian saboteurs. As can be seen from the video, an elderly couple of city residents direct a Ukrainian drone at a house where Russian soldiers were hiding. Moreover, the woman, leaning on a cane, specially opened the gate so that the UAV could fly into the yard and eliminate the occupiers. According to The Telegraph, Ukrainian soldiers stationed in Pokrovsk are being attacked not only by Russian drones, but also by dictator Vladimir Putin's troops disguised as civilians. The saboteurs moved in groups of 3 or 4, occupying abandoned houses and wearing whatever civilian clothes they could find. In one episode, a Russian soldier, the last survivor of his unit, was found wearing a t-shirt from a Krasnodar uniform.